Hey y'all, this is Lisa, and you're watching The Backward Glance. Yesterday I did something I don't usually do. I went thrift shopping in a city that's a little over an hour away from me that I don't go to very often because it has two Goodwills, but they're both extremely high priced on clothing. And if you've seen my videos, you know that clothing is my area of expertise, so I have made the mistake of spending hours in both of those stores trying to find anything I could sell for a profit, and honestly, I never really find super high-end brands in the clothing there, and it just isn't worth my time to go through the clothing in those stores unless something just jumps out at me from the aisle. But the thorough search is not something I want to invest my time in there anymore. But I've been doing a lot of research on some other categories, and I do pop in there now and then and look for shoes. There's also a couple other little thrift stores in the area where I don't tend to find good clothing. So I basically went on a stuff hunt like an everything else hunt yesterday, and this is what I picked up. Sorry if the camera is shaking a little, but I'm trying not to be in this video too much. So I'm going to show you what I got. There's some really good things here, so just for fun, without looking anything up, see if you can decide which are the best items in this haul, and I will start going through them. Alright, got your guesses? Feel free to comment. So, okay, let's start with the shoes. These ones are nothing too special. I've never picked up this brand before. It's called Simple, and these are called Eco Sneaks. These are made of hemp. I'm listing these in the $30 range. I am going to clean them up a little bit with a magic eraser, but otherwise they're in pretty good shape. And I think that I will probably get just over 20 for them in the end, and I think they are a women's 6 or 6.5, so kind of a smaller pair. This pair is GH Bass, and I don't know how you say this, but I always say weans. I have sold these weans, I believe, 3 times in the past. They've always sold quickly. This pair has never been worn. I did actually list these as new without tags. I almost never do that because I just don't think you can be sure, but with these leather soles, and that's just a little piece of dust stuck to it right there, you can always tell with these leather soles if they've been worn even once. So these are just so nice, and I listed them for $42. We'll see how fast they sell. I actually find things sell faster a lot of times in the pre-owned categories. I think some people filter for pre-owned just because they think that they're going to get a much better deal. So sometimes having an item that's new is not really a benefit as far as how quick you can flip it. But if these were pre-owned, I definitely wouldn't have listed them over 40, probably more in the 32 to 34 range. So hopefully I can pull just a little more profit out of them. I forgot to say that for these ones I paid $4 plus tax, and for these ones I paid $7.50. I actually did get a discount at the end. I had some Goodwill points built up, so I think I actually ended up getting these for a little bit over $3, so pretty good deal. Next pair of shoes. Sorry, I guess that's going to throw everything off if I flip it right. Okay, so we've got these Jules boots. Never have picked up this brand. They have a really cool pattern on them. Nobody else has this exact print. It's like a London print. So I'm listing these around $40 and hoping to get around 30 in the end. And these boots I paid $3.50 plus tax. And we have a plush here. I don't know a lot about plush, but this is a Build-A-Bear, and I have heard that these have a pretty good sell-through. So it does have this BAB on the hand, showing that it's a Build-A-Bear, and it's a transformer, so I'm not going to try and do it one-handed, but this lifts off, and there's a bear under there. So he's called Bumblebee. He sells for between $20 and $25. I listed it for $22 plus shipping, and we'll see what happens with that. Next is this Peanuts bag, and it's by a brand called the Bradford Exchange. This retailed for about $140 to $150. I don't believe that they make this exact pattern anymore. It has sold in the past similar bags for between $60 and $80. So I listed this bag at $78, and we will see what happens. I did pay up for this. I paid $15 plus tax. It brought it to around $16. On the Peanuts theme, What we're looking at here is a Hallmark series called the Wireless Peanuts Band. I found these new with tags. I picked them up. They were each marked $8.99 plus tax, and I was like, no way I'm paying that for some little Christmas decorations. And then I looked them up. So what we're looking at here is the highest priced item in this haul. I am going to sell them as a lot of 4. I already have them listed for $280. So this is actually a set of 5, and the one that I am missing is Linus. I scoured the store and I could not find Linus. Such a bummer. Linus is the most valuable one. I'm kind of sharing these because I feel like they're not even that old. They're from 2011. Maybe someone watching this actually has these sitting around in their house. They were only $14.95 from the Hallmark store at that time. So it's very possible that somebody just has these in with their Christmas decorations with no idea of the value. So the full set regularly sells for between $300 and $400. I have the 4-piece set listed at $280. It got a watcher almost immediately, and I'm really hoping that it sells pretty quick for close to my full asking price. If you're just looking at the pieces I have here, the most valuable one is Lucy on her own. She probably would get close to $100, and then the other 3 are not quite as valuable, maybe $40 each. So really, really excited about that, and once I saw those prices, I did not mind paying up for them at all. Okay, let's talk about this beautiful butterfly. I am obsessed with this. I would love to keep it. I just don't have a spot for it. So this is set in lucite. It's real butterflies. It's like a specimen collection. I just love the artistry of the way that it looks like they're flying. It is signed by the artist. I cannot read his name. The first name is John. I don't know the second name. I did try and look up possibilities, but it doesn't seem like there's any information about this particular artist on the internet. This piece I paid $5.99 plus tax for. I just think it's so pretty, and this blue butterfly, yeah, so depending how the light hits it, the wings are more or less iridescent. I think that's called a morpho butterfly, and you can see that these are all attached like on these lucite rods. Yeah, not to bore you about the details, but this piece is just so pretty. So hard to tell an exact value on this, but I did list it for $78 plus shipping, and I'm just going to see how that goes. And the last thing I want to share with you are, these 3 perfumes. Let's do another guessing game. So what we have here is Honey by Marc Jacobs, Charles of the Ritz Original, and this one is called Promise by Cacharel, I think. Not sure how you say that. I had not heard of either of these 2. So yeah, take a guess as to which one is more valuable, and let's go through them. So starting with the least valuable, Honey by Marc Jacobs. This is a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. It is about 80% full. I listed this for $24 plus shipping. Second in line is this Promise by Cacharel. This bottle I listed for $80 plus shipping. It's also about 80% full. And the big winner, oh, by the way, I paid $5 plus tax for each of these. The big winner is this Charles of the Ritz. I think it has the least pleasant smell. I mean, it's an okay smell. It's not one that I would want to wear. Had never heard of this, looked it up quickly in the thrift store, listed it for $195 and $5 shipping. I will pay extra for the shipping because I'm definitely going to put insurance and stuff on it. But really, really cool find. The only other one listed right now in this particular size, which is like 3.8 fluid ounce, is listed for close to $300. There are no solds for $300. The last one that sold was $220 plus best offer. I did run that through a checker and find out that they accepted an offer of $200. So I think I'm right in line with the comps on that. And theirs actually had a little less in it than this one. I would say that this one is like 75% full. So that's everything that I got. I have been listing this morning, and I should have the rest of this stuff listed by tonight. So if you're looking for any of this stuff, go check it out. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.